Welcome to Pulse, and thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to look at our flagship business intelligence tool. On the left, you can see the dashboards available to me. There's a parts dashboard, a service dashboard, and a Pulse user comparison dashboard. Let's take a look at parts. At Key Advisors, we believe in tactical, actionable data, so you will notice this is not a financial dashboard. This is a process-based dashboard that allows you to understand within minutes where your business is, what the outliers are, and where to spend your time throughout the day to improve these processes and see your gross margin increase. The parts dashboard is built on the principle of having the right part at the right time, in the right quantity, at the right price, on the right shelf. This top section is your department overview, your gross margin, first-time fill rate, and month supply of inventory. Underneath it, you'll see the gross margin and gross profit cross the graph. Each metric is drillable. You're able to jump in and see the invoice detail, part detail, source detail, and other items that help you understand where the outliers are. Here in the middle section, we focus on accurate inventory, or in other words, the right part in the right quantity. Inventory accuracy. Jumping into this metric will show you all the inventory defects or inaccuracies that will affect your fill rate, such as current stockouts, inventory adjustments, lost sales, negative on-hands, and more. From here, you can continue to drill down to look at the current stockouts and their order status, not on order, the 454 parts in this category, and the details that go along with them. Lost sales by transaction. Jumping into this metric will break down your lost sales by stocking status and source to help you understand the largest opportunities. By stocking status, and then the additional detail. At the bottom of the page, we focus on inventory health, or the right quantities of each part. This metric shows the excess dollar value of the parts for quantities above the best stocking level. With the click of a button, you can jump in and see where my frozen capital is and manage obsolescence. It breaks out by stocking status, part count, dollar value, and more, while looking at the sources that are impacted most. As you take action on inventory integrity and inventory health, you'll see the results of your actions in the parts department overview. The gross margin, first-time fill rate, and the month's supply of inventory. Now let's look at service. This dashboard is built on the principles of managing technician hours, to keep technicians working on repair orders, to keep trucks moving through the bays, and to do so at the right price. Remember, each of these metrics is drillable, down to the repair orders during the time frame you've selected. You can see the service advisors and the technician punches. You can also see the parts fill rate on the details of each repair order. For the overview, we have your labor gross margin, proficiency, and the effective labor rate. As you scroll down, this middle section is based on cycle time. We have your service department pulse, which shows you the average sold hours against the average dwell hours of a repair order for the selected time frame. For a given month, you can drill into specific days, and you can jump into the days where you see the highest gap and look at the repair orders, the punches, and the parts associated with that repair order to help understand what made it an outlier. You can see the total cycle time for your dealership. You can see here that 60% of the total cycle time is lag and 40% is dwell. We can also look at open ROs. Here we see an RO count. So we have 45 open ROs from this week. We have 16 open ROs from last week, and we still have 20 ROs that are open from 3 weeks ago. Once again, as with other metrics, you can jump in to see the specifics of your RO, the line item and punches, and the parts that could be affecting it. Remember that this dashboard is built on the principle that if we manage technician hours, keep technicians working on repair orders moving through the bays, that we can have a profitable service department if we manage our rate. This bottom section is dedicated to your inventory or your technician hours, your available hours, your indirect hours, your worked hours, and your actual hours. I'd start here with the available hours. You can see in this shop we had 100 hours for the given time frame that were left on the table. As we take action, the service department overview, the margin, proficiency, and the labor rate is where we should see growth as action is taken. Let's look at the comparison dashboard. This is the only dashboard within Pulse that is not drillable. You cannot jump into these metrics and see granular data. However, what you can see is the average performance of Pulse users. On this top section, we see parts data, the average parts gross margin, the average month supply of inventory, and the inventory accuracy. These metrics are represented on your own pages, and you can jump into the granular detail behind them for your dealership and see how you compare against the average Pulse user. In the bottom section is service. We have your average cycle time broken out by dwell and leg. We have the average proficiency and labor gross margin. Thank you for taking the time to look at Pulse today. If you like what you see and are interested in a full demonstration of all the capabilities of this platform, please reach out to Amber at keyadvisors.com to set up a demo for your team.